What's up, guys? Good to see you. Today is day 20 of the 4,000 calorie 21 day challenge, which means we only have one more day after this before this is all over. So I woke up this morning at 146 pounds. Throughout these last 20 days, I have yet to register in the 146s, so hey, why not make it today? So 146 on the dot. That is 2 pounds less than where we started. I feel good, my energy is up, my physique hasn't really changed that much from what I can see and from what I can tell, but today, we are going to find out if I did in fact change my body composition, because we are going to do the second bod pod test. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, the experiment's not over. Why are you doing it today? Simple answer, they could not schedule me tomorrow. The person who runs the test was off work. So we are going to do it today. I don't think it's going to matter. One day is not going to make a big difference. We are having our keto coffee before we go. I'm not going to put anything in my stomach. I'm just going to wait until after the test to start eating. I don't know if that affects the test or not, but I don't want to take any risks. So, are you guys ready for this? All right, guys, here we go. The bod pod. We meet again.
To equilibrate the air inside the bod pod.
So there we go. That was quick and easy. So just so you guys know, I was at 5.2% body fat the first time. Now we are at 5% body fat, 95% lean mass. So we dropped 0.2 of a body fat percentage point. Yes. So after eating 4,000 calories for now 20 days, I lost body fat. An insignificant amount, but still, we didn't gain a bunch of body fat, which is awesome. Okay, guys, I am so pumped about these results. You know, I was really pretty skeptical about the body fat because I was already at 5.2, which is extremely low to be walking around year-round at. But it looks like after 20 straight days of eating 4,000 calories, 350 grams of fat or more, I actually lost 0.2 of a body fat percentage, so we came in at 5.0. That is 7.3 pounds of fat, 95% lean mass, which is 138.4. Now, I know I've been seeing a few people in my comment section, you know, calories in, calorie out theorists saying, hey man, your scale's not accurate. You got to put it in a certain place and maybe it's cold on the floor and maybe that affects the scale, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I weighed in this morning at 146 on the dot. The bod pod said I weighed 145.7. So either I lost 0.3 of a pound on the way there, or our scales are very, very, very accurate. So, you know, it's just, I'm pretty surprised myself, if you can't tell. Like, no, I didn't gain a bunch of muscle, but that's not to be expected, you know, in just 3 weeks. A lot of other people I've noticed in the comment section have been like, oh yeah, well you train like a maniac, right? Well, the thing about it is, since this challenge started, my training regimen has suffered greatly. I have worked out probably half as much, half as long as I normally do. In fact, I can't wait for this experiment to be over just so I can get back to my normal training routine. The stresses of vlogging every day, eating tons and tons of food as like a full-time job, and all the other things going on in my life has taken away considerable amount of time at the gym. And finally, for those people who think, oh, well, you know, maybe you're still in a caloric restriction. That's simply not possible. I don't care what you say. I weigh 146 pounds sitting here right now, taking in 4,000 calories every single day. I am definitely in a caloric surplus. Who knows how much of a caloric surplus I'm in, but nonetheless, this proves in my mind that calories in, calories out is total bullshit. If I can eat 350 grams of fat a day or more at 4,000 calories for 20 days and then lose a small amount of body fat, you know, and not to mention lose body weight overall, you know, the calories in, calories out theory just gets slammed right on top of its head. So, you know, I will continue being a believer. that a calorie is not a calorie, and the type of calorie and how it makes your body respond matters. The types of foods matter. That weight accumulation and fat accumulation is regulated by hormones, not simply because you ate 20 calories more than what you burned that day. So I guess that's that. We have 4,000 calories to eat today, so I'm going to get started. Good news, buddy. I just got my body fat percentage taken and we didn't gain a bunch of body fat. Yay! Okay, so before I make my first meal, I'm gonna have some chocolate covered nuts here. So we have almonds, macadamia nuts, and pecans. I made the chocolate covered pecans for the first time last night and they are so good. Give these a shot, guys. I'll be having 1 cup of these. I'll see you in just a sec. First meal of the day here, guys. We have 3 whole eggs scrambled, cooked in 1 tablespoon of butter. I put sour cream and salsa on top of the eggs. We have 4 Swedish meatballs and 1 whole avocado with sea salt. So after I finish this meal, that puts us at 1,536 calories. We have 2,464 calories remaining. All right, guys, so now we are gonna go to the grocery store. Carly has to go and pick up a bunch of groceries. I don't have anything to pick up, but I'm gonna go along for the ride to help out with Paxton. I was at the grocery store the other day and I came to a pretty interesting realization. So the rule always is stay on the outside perimeter of the grocery store because that is where all the clean, whole foods are, right? You really can't go wrong if you stay on the outside. The inside, the aisles, are where all the processed, refined, sugary carbs are, so you want to avoid that at all costs. But it seems like these food companies have become professionals at putting carbs on the outside of the aisle. It's like they know everybody's trained to stay on the outside of the aisles now. So I'm gonna go, we're gonna walk around the outside perimeter of the grocery store and I'm gonna show you just how many times I get tripped up by carbohydrates. How crazy was that, man? Literally every single step I took, I came across carbohydrates. For some reason, there's Pop-Tarts and chips and candy and cereal, like in the most random places, just scattered throughout the outside of the aisles, man. That's just not cool. Us healthy people are trying to avoid that stuff. If I wanted to see that stuff, I'd go down the aisles. But, you know, big food companies obviously aren't trying to make you healthy. So nonetheless, now we are going to head to Starbucks.
Hi, looks
for you?
Hi there. Could I please have a grande latte made with heavy whipping cream?
Sure.
And could I add 2 of your Kerrygold butter packets to that?
Yeah, definitely.
And can you add cinnamon for me on that?
The cinnamon powder?
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't have sugar in it, right? It's just straight cinnamon.
No, yeah, we've got the cinnamon dolce that does have sugar, but I have regular cinnamon powder.
Yeah, regular cinnamon with no sugar would be great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have here a grande latte made with heavy whipping cream. I added 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter in there. They were also nice enough to put cinnamon in here. Now, this bad boy right here has 1,600 calories, which is absolutely amazing. I wish I would have thought about this the last 20 days, but I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here because I noticed something while we were at Starbucks. Starbucks was nice enough to put how many calories are in each one of their drinks and foods. Now, you know, if they were to put their 1,600 calories in this bad boy on the menu, people would freak out. But, you know, when you see some of their like grande white chocolate mochas and their caramel lattes and all this other stuff, they say, oh, there's only 310 calories. So to the average person, they might be like, oh, hey, 310 calories out of 2,000, not so bad, right? It's a good choice. But what Starbucks would never, ever, ever do is tell you that there's 50 grams of sugars inside that 310 calorie drink, right? They're not going to tell you that because if they did, you know you'd think twice about it and it would be pretty astonishing. So I'm going to look up really quick how many carbs and what the macros are on a grande white chocolate mocha. So there's 310 calories in a grande white chocolate mocha. There is 6 grams of fat, and there is, get ready for this, 56 grams of carbohydrates. 52 of those are sugar. So, you know, this right here that has no sugar, no carbohydrates, all fat, that is not gonna spike my blood sugar, cause my body to secrete insulin, and put me in fat storage mode is infinitely better than this grande white chocolate mocha. But to the average person pulling up to that Starbucks window and they say, hey, can I have a grande white chocolate mocha? Looks like it only has 310 calories. That's a good choice, right? Wrong. All right, say goodnight, Paxton. You gotta go get in a bath.
Good night.
Say goodnight, YouTube. Time to get my bath and go to bed. Say goodnight. That's a good night.
Night night.
Night night. We are on our final meal of the day. When I first started keto, I had this meal probably every day for like an entire 2 weeks because I just was so unsure about what I could eat, and I knew this was keto friendly. So what we have here is a keto taco bowl. We have ground beef cooked in butter. We have shredded cheese on top of that with 1 whole avocado with some sea salt sprinkled on that. We have sour cream and cheese. I'm also having a LaCroix here. That puts us at 4,010 calories. The macros are 84% fat, which is 367 grams, 10% protein, which is 95 grams, and 6% carbs, which is 61 grams. The net carbs are 31 grams. So I'm gonna eat this meal, and I cannot believe that tomorrow when I wake up, it will be the grand finale. The very last day of this experiment. It seems so surreal even just saying that right now. It's been such a long journey. I feel like I'm pulling up to the dock now. I cannot thank you guys enough. I feel like you're all just on the dock welcoming me back home. This has been such an amazing experience. I will obviously be reflecting much more on it tomorrow. So with that said, guys, thank you again for following along. I love you all. Keep up the good work and much love.